Okay, 1809, good luck. That should be green, just gone green. We've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. So let's just play a normal carrot. Okay, keep it traditional instead of taking with the queen. Just go for development. Bishop out, pawn up. Obviously, unless he plays pawn straight away. But bishop up. Now back, and then we'll end up around the angles. Potential threat to grab a pawn. Will they actually let me take? If knight takes, I take the queen. So take the pawn. If bishop check, we take the bishop. And if g4, we take the knight with check. He might have gone wrong there. He might have made a mistake going a bit quickly. Let's hope I'm not blundering here and forgetting some sort of opening tactic I might be. You don't normally get a chance to take the pawn early in the game like this, so he had gone wrong. So I can trade everything off here or take the bishop. I think the bishop makes sense. But there might be a vulnerability here as well, so I'm going here for now. Rook across with an idea to take, so I'm going bishop here. I can always take here as well if I need to, unless he goes g4. So he's played bishop down, so I'm going to match that, I think. But there is potentially a line to take here at the end. I need to go bishop here anyway. But after a rook across, there's a potential to take here. Yeah. So take, so I'll take the knight and maybe both knights if I get a chance. He's just gone for a check, so I think I'm fine to actually just block there. If the queens come off, there's no harm having the king in the centre. Now I can take and double his pawns up as well, albeit there is a potential push, but it must make sense to just take there, I think. And then rook across. If it comes forward now, I'll just take. If it hits this pawn, I'll just push. He has done, so push the pawn up. We're threatening to now capture. The knight can't go back or come forward. Drives us back, so we'll hit both pawns at the same time. I think he's played this a little bit too quickly, made one mistake, needs to really then slow down. But he's just carried on playing that a little bit too quickly. So now comes forward, so we can obviously take either pawn here. I'm just going to take. I can sidestep if the rook comes across. So let's bring this one across as well. And bring the king back. I just want to make sure I don't get my bishop trapped. So I can push one of these at some point. I can maybe start rolling these pawns up the board. If the knight moves, obviously I can trade a rook. What are we? 2 pawns up, so trading material makes good sense. Like I say, we just don't want to get our bishop trapped, so I'm going to counter that pawn push. If takes, I actually hit the rook there. So a bishop up here could be a move to tempt this, but I don't think we need to. Actually, no, let's go up first, just reinforce. I was looking at this and then doubling up on the knight. It makes a lot of sense. It might have been more precisely better. I'm doing it now. The rook's guarded. If he allows a doubling up, then the game's largely over, or should be. Actually, can I even do this? Yeah, king across. I think I can just push a pawn up. Can't move the knight, I take the rook. But now, if I just go here, everything can get traded. But there's no desperate rush. He can't really move a great deal, can he? Pawn up. I'm just looking at bishop up to try and do this, but he can actually push forward here. Let's just play a steady move and see what my opponent does. We're almost in zugzwang here. Okay, comes forward, so now I can throw a check in here and drive the king away somewhere. I'm going to do that and then come back. Okay, now I'm threatening a check here. You might have to go back there. You still do have f3, so Not completely over just yet. But now if I play rook forward, hold on, rook forward doesn't really stop f3, does it though? We just need to find a way to be sensible here. What about pawn up takes? I'm going to push the pawn. Now maybe this one, so the king's got a square should his rook come round. Or now I can trade everything off. This has to be winning. Take, pin the knight, king back, take, and that's got to be winning all day long. So we can pin the knight straight away. Rook takes, take, yeah, just take, keep it simple. Don't do anything fancy, anything silly. Now we just trade the knight. And we've got a completely winning endgame here. Let's bring the king round. Okay. Now I guess we just push this pawn, but we don't want to be doing anything too silly and risk letting him in. Let's play king up now. While he kind of hopefully runs out of moves, I can start working here. Pawn will eventually get fixed. So I'm doing this one. I've not committed to this just yet. And now I just push my pawn. Nowhere for the king in anywhere. I've got a protected passed pawn. We're going to work on this side. So I can just push here, looks fine. Again, I don't want to do anything too stupid and move too quickly and mess things up, but I'm going to queen way before my opponent takes the pawn here. Do I keep this pawn? Actually, I think I can. I think I can afford to. I can still get a queen and stop his pawn. Then get another queen. Okay, I'll just push up here. Okay, we get a good win.